Okay, before I talk about that screenshot, I can't even imagine what else you said, Sleuthy. If I cared enough and actually went to go watch that whole live and look at the comments, like, I bet I would be fucking horrified. Just from, like, the 30 seconds of that live that I saw. Honey, you are so desperate, and you, like, you're encouraging a sick fucking woman. You don't care. You don't care. You wanted her hurt. You were so obsessed with Jubilee. You wanted her kid taken. Like, what the hell? All you did was try to help Katie Felton's mom get Jubilee's kid taken out of her home. That's all you did for months and months and months and months and months. And now you're... I'm so sorry I'm talking about this stuff, you guys. It will be over very soon. But I need to process this. And YouTube, it takes a while to do a YouTube video. And... Hi, girl. It's Sunny. And this is like I had already moved on so much with my life, but after I got an email earlier this week that sent me this clip of these 3 women talking, and if you knew the lore, you would understand why this just wraps up everything so neatly with a tidy little bow. Like, fuck you, Lonnie. You are the one fucked up string that holds this all together, and that won't stop. You don't care about your kids, you don't care about Jubilee's kids, and you sure as hell don't care about your health or anybody else's. You guys never cared about my health. I told you how many times that I needed to stop because of my health, and you guys were like, oh, just one last thing, Allie. I didn't need to know anything. I would have never known that Crissa turned against me and did all this weird shit if you guys didn't tell me. I would have never known that Ashley Hetherington all of a sudden didn't like me because of Zegenox or whatever, but you guys told me. You would send my fucking blood pressure through the roof every day for nothing. For nothing. You were the biggest reason that I almost took my life, and the biggest reason that Jubilee finally got taken in. She's the reason she ended up in the psych ward, but the only reason the cops could even come over there is because of you. Right? And because of what you told me. You got me so worked up. And you told me that she wasn't taking her child to school because of me. What am I supposed to do with that information? I actually have morals, unlike all of you. And now I see these comments where you're like, see, I was trying to be Allie's real friend. We would spend, what did you say? We would spend hours talking her off a ledge. Oh, are you going to provide proof of that? Oh, wait, I don't give a fuck. What the fuck are you actually talking about, Lonnie? To see you processing that, to see you perpetuating this 8 months. We haven't talked in over a year, but when everything blew up was 8 months ago, and you're still on that sick woman's live stream with another sick woman. All of you are sick. Talking about me. Because you can't handle that I don't like you, and you have to make this shit up in your head. I never spent hours talking to you, never. I would spend all day talking to hags, and every once in a while, yeah, you were a part of those messages. You would spend hours talking me off a ledge, and then I would go live. What are you actually talking about? You would send me so much information that would send me through the roof, and then you would say, don't worry, deep breaths, Allie, deep breaths. Who does that? An absolute manipulator. It made me so mad. I would message hags. I would be like, why is she telling me to take deep breaths? You just sent me all this horrible information that I never needed to see. And then you'd be like, it's okay, girl. Just go on with your sauna, though. I hope you have a great day. That's the kind of shit you would do, Sleuthy. You got everybody riled up in this situation. Roxy, you got her so mad. If you had been a part of this, almost none of this would have happened. You're like, I would spend hours talking her off the ledge, and then she would just go live anyways. All you want is for people to go live. All you do is watch live streams all day. What the fuck are you talking about? You are such a manipulative liar. And the fact that you haven't had a job for so long, and you just sit in there smoking your cigarettes. Lonnie and her husband can't even afford a home for themselves and their children. So they live with her mother, and she hotboxes the house and sits down there on her phone. I've listened to voice notes where she's smoking inside and her kid is right there. That's fucking disgusting. You have no morals. That makes you a bad parent. Like, period, point blank, the end. So you guys should really rebrand as the Bad Parents Club. Crissa would give over her 3-year-old to literal terrorists. Zegenox is a literal deadbeat. Literal deadbeat, can't take care of her kid, and has the audacity, has literally abandoned her child as a mother. As a mother, she cares more about her gender identity and internet drama than going and getting her life together and picking up her kid. I don't respect people like that. I don't respect people who abandon their kids. I don't respect people who hotbox their children with Marlboro Reds. I don't respect people who don't take care of themselves after they got out of the psych ward. Do you know how serious it is that Jubilee ended up in a psych ward for 3 weeks? That's not just a 72-hour hold. That's not just, like, they had to determine that that woman was so sick. To hold someone in a psych ward for 3 weeks is a huge deal. And none of you stopped after that. None of you. That was the breaking point for me with Hags and Sleuthy. I said, enough. And then they kept sending me more stuff. And then I said, if I see any of you fucks over there, if you tell me anything, if I hear that you're over there, like, this needs to stop. And I said, I will cut all of you off. And then I didn't talk to any of them until the election, except for Hags about the documentary a little bit. And then at the election, it all blew up. And these idiots who were so obsessed with me decided, we're gonna fuck her over just because she voted for Trump and just because she said she doesn't like us. Of course you guys would. This is why I slowly stopped talking to you and tried to just, like, soft block you guys. But why would that work? Why would that work? It doesn't matter if it's a year. It doesn't matter if it's 6 months. I could come back in 2 years. I could literally not say a word for 2 years. And the second I get back online, Zedgenox, Hags, Sleuthy, all of you idiots will come running. If I snap my fingers, all of you are here. What does that make you guys? This is so healing. All I was dealing with is a band of losers. That's it. That's all. That's it. And none of these people have any power. They don't have any followers. That's why they have to create a group about me. Like that story the other day that I posted where that guy was like, I'm always interested in people who have a group against them, because it's like, yeah, you guys really can't go toe to toe with that one person. And you can't. You can't. Hags won't text me back, won't message me back, because she knows she fucked up so bad. And she won't take accountability. If you won't finish a conversation with someone, you are the person at fault. She knows that going and telling people our personal business the second she found out who I voted for was wrong. And so she avoids, and she wants me to react. She knows that if she just stops talking to me, that I'll get mad. So you're using more manipulation tactics. But she avoids. And then I go live the other day, and all of you are there. And she's acting like some big person. Hags, you cannot stand on your own. And it's so embarrassing. None of you can stand on your own, because you don't have followers, you don't have the gumption, and you're liars. And this will never be a back and forth game, right? I win. I already won. I always win. Because I'm not a creep like you guys. So this isn't back and forth. This is me just fucking processing. But seeing Sleuthy make those comments to nobody, girl, you're just trying to convince yourself. You're trying to convince yourself that what happened wasn't that you were an abs purposes only. Oh my God, I'm remembering so many things. I'm so sorry to talk about this stuff, but I have to process it. This is like a therapy session or something. I feel so much better. Nothing is a mystery anymore. I was always like, how did this all happen? Oh, I know. Because of Sleuthy, because of Crissa, because of this kind of person. Normal fucking people don't get involved in shit like this. They just don't. I wish I still had Crissa's Instagram messages. Oh my God. The first time she really contacted me, this all happened because of direct messaging. They should just ban that from the internet. The first time Crissa messaged me, when I say I think this woman has histrionic personality disorder, I'm not just saying that to be mean or something. I'm really not. I really fucking believe it, because she messaged me and was sobbing. I mean sobbing. And she was like, I just wanted to say that I've been following you for so long, and watching you deal with these women. She's talking about this other group of women that now she's a part of. Just flip-flopping at all. If you liked me and now you go to someone that you know wants to hurt me, you're sick in the fucking head. Normal people don't do that shit. Normal people don't do that. The way Crissa got involved from the beginning, I was like, who are you? Why did any of you get involved in this? It's so dumb. It's so weird. My God. But Crissa literally told me that she's never had breath before me. She told me she's never had life. She told me that I breathed life into her. I'm not kidding. She was like, I've never lived before I saw you. I'm not fucking kidding. Crissa. Oh my God, the sound already got removed on my first story. Are you kidding me? I hate this app. I hate this app. I need to just finish this YouTube video and get it out. But thinking about these 3 women like still continuing this psychosis. That's what this is. This is like actual internet psychosis, and it needs to be studied. I hate when people say that needs to be studied, but that's just because it's overused on the internet. But like, it does need to be studied. Like, these very, very, very sick women, especially the woke liberal part, like that makes people even more sick. Like, I'm not saying everyone who is a liberal or a leftist or is on that side is a bad person at all. No, I know plenty of like amazing liberal people who are very like calm and who don't let like the fake news like act like, and that happens on the right too, right? Like, there's extremists on each side. And that's the craziest part, is like in our private messages, Sleuthy is very conservative. And what did you say about Carly's trans partner? You want to bring that up if you're going to talk about trans issues with me? What did you say? I was kind of shocked. Yeah, you want to talk about what you said about Carly's partner? Anyways, yeah, you guys want to play around with trying to expose me. Baby, I have nothing to hide. Absolutely nothing. That's also what's so funny to me, is Hags has nothing against me except for a couple serious meltdowns. That happened because I was being targeted by a malignant narcissist with millions of dollars. Okay, it makes sense. But she can't say that I'm a bad person. She can't say that I'm a liar. I don't even know what she said about me, but I know she can't say those things. She knows I am such a nice person from interacting with me for 2 years and being the only person I let close to me. And that's why when I told her that she was creeping me out and she found out who I voted for, she immediately went to the only thing that she could think of, which is a very serious meltdown, which happened because I've never been under that much pressure in my goddamn life. And I take accountability for it, no matter how much pressure I was under. But these people have nothing on me. But you don't want to play with my memories. This video is for educational purposes only. This video is for educational purposes only. Yeah, this video is for educational purposes only. So nice to meet you though, honey.